Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope this finds everyone well. We're going to be doing some Flappy Bird in flight photography. And not many samples to show you, but I'll show you the setup and what I've been up to and the equipment I've used with, I don't know, 4 or 5 samples at the end. So the first thing I'll cover is the equipment, and I will get my Truly out of the way because it's beer 30. So I shot it with the OM1 Mark II from OM Systems. It's a new camera system I've been playing with over the past week and a half. Flippin' love it. It's amazing. It's miraculous. I don't know how else to describe it. So this is capable of shooting for 50 frames per second with Pro Capture. And I'll get into that in a second. It's a micro four thirds system. The lenses I used, this is a 40 to 150 f2.8 Olympus. This is before Olympus came out and changed their name to OM Systems. They were bought out. So this lens is actually fairly old. Actually, it does say OM Systems. What is it? Yeah, it says OM System. So this is, I bought this used, but this is not, the design of the lens hasn't changed. It's been around for, I don't know, 10 years or more, a decade. This is a pro lens. This is a 40 to 150 f2.8 Pro, constant aperture, internal zoom. Kind of cool. A lens hood. It's got the lens hood attached to it. You can take it off. I leave it attached. You just twist this ring and pull, and the lens hood extends. And so keep in mind, this is a 2 times crop on the micro four thirds. So this lens is a 40 to 300 millimeter full frame equivalent. Okay. In that package. So it's about 1.5 beer cans tall. 300 millimeters. Light. Very cool. That's the advantage to the micro four thirds systems in general, because of the sensor size. The lenses are very, very small. Like I have, I got the 12 to 40. No, 12 to, I think it's a 12 to 40 f2.8 Pro. And that lens is literally like that big. I can't, now I'm exaggerating. It's probably about that tall. That tall without the hood attached. Tiny. A little tiny thing. I mean, it's ridiculous. So the second lens, which I only grabbed one capture with this one. This is the 100 to 400. I bought this new. This was just released. It's the IS2 version. F5 to 6.3. Really like this lens. I have a ton of images I'll be sharing with this. Very, very cool. Very compact. This is the focal length equivalent of 2 to 800 millimeters on a micro four thirds full frame equivalent. Crazy, right? I mean, if I put this up against the big white bazooka, the big white bazooka is twice the diameter and 2.5 times, 3 times as long. Full frame, 2 to 800 millimeters. It's crazy. So that's the equivalent. Just to run down a little bit. So what I did was I used the Pro Capture feature in the OM1 Mark II, and along with the SH2. Now, keep in mind the Pro lenses are capable of shooting at 50 frames per second. The 100-400 is not. That will shoot, I believe, 25 frames per second, which is still pretty slamming. So the Pro Capture feature, what that allows you to do is capture a certain number of preset frames, whatever you choose, before you actually fully depress the shutter button. So when you half press the shutter, the Pro Capture mode engages and it starts writing images to the buffer, gathering images in the buffer. And once you exceed the set number of images, it flushes those previous images out and it keeps keeps going and going and going indefinitely until you fully press the shutter button. When you're ready to take the picture, you hit the shutter button. It writes those frames into the continuous sequence once you press the shutter button. What that allows you to do is it allows you to get images that you just normally would never get, no matter how fast you are, and especially with small birds. You see them start to move, or something starts to happen, and you're like, I got it, and you hit the button. You're too late because they're so fast. Well, not with this system. Here's about a 99% hit rate. I don't think it ever missed. And just to give you a heads up, I got to do a demonstration of this, because with a display, I'll try and plug the display in and show you. The autofocus tracking on this is the most amazing thing I have ever seen. I thought Canons were good. I tried. I've been messing with the R6 and the R7, and it can't touch, those things can't touch this thing as far as focus tracking, eye detect, animal detect. This thing hooks up and it does not let go. And I'm talking crap is hitting the fan, and it's got it. It's amazing. I am blown away. Don't take my word for it, though. But enough of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the setup. This will be fairly brief, and we're coming to an end because the slideshow's coming. So I'll get over here. I'll show you how I had the station set up, right? I got to make sure I'm in the microphone without banging it. So I shot from a hide. I have a portable hide, blind, whatever you want to call it. And the distance from the hide to the setup was about 12 feet. So it's close. Now I had a post, which was 3 feet off the ground. Top center of it was drilled out with a 1-inch spade bit, and I put birdseed in it. The feeder was 6 feet away from the post. Now the post, 3 feet high, feeder was approximately 5 feet high, pretty high. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to have the birds staged there and fly up to the feeder. You don't want the post higher than the feeder because they tend to just jump. So I got this idea from a guy in the UK. Excellent YouTube channel. I'll post a link in the description regarding this video, what he does, and this is where I got the information from. Two things. I wanted two things to happen. Let's say a goldfinch lights on this post, and he starts eating the seed, and another goldfinch comes down and tries to land on the post, and I wanted them to fight because I saw him fighting out there earlier today, and I couldn't get him to do it. The other one would just fly away, or they do this circle jerk thing and just torment it. The one would torment the other one, and you'll see it in the images I'm going to show you. That's what they were doing. They wouldn't fight. And the other thing I wanted to happen was they'd stage here and fly up to the feeder, and I'd get some nice flight shots in this span. That didn't happen either. Oh, well. Totally busted. But it was fun. I probably need to make some changes. I don't know. I'll keep messing around with it, see if I can get a combination. One thing I wanted to mention, if you're going to try this, I have a lot of feeders and I have stations all over the property. I had everything pulled down to focus all the birds into that one feeder. Now, it was probably timing because today it's raining and it's cool and it is a crap show out there. I had to go out and tighten up the releases on the squirrel-proof feeders because the cardinals are, I don't know if they're breeding or what is going on with the cardinals, but I saw a male cardinal feeding the female cardinal yesterday, and I saw that last year, and we are coming into that time, so they need food, and the problem is they can't get on the feeder because the feeders aren't, I have them set so the blue jays can't clean them out, and they were a little too loose, so they were like two goldfinches on the feeder, and the cardinal would land on it and the door would slam closed. So I mean, it's a circus out there right now. I really don't want to shoot in low light, and the light is very low right now. These were all, you really want to do this on a bright day so you can get a really good shutter speed. My shutter speed was no lower than 3200th of a second. I shot, I think, the first frame at 3200, and I spanked it to 4000th of a second for the entire duration over the couple days I shot. And I shouldn't say entire days. I was only out there maybe an hour each time. So high shutter speed, 4,000th of a second or 5,000th. I noticed that the wingtips sometimes are a little soft. And I'm not sure if it's a focus issue because the shallow depth of field where the wingtips end up, or if it's a speed issue with shutter speed. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to go to 5,000th of a second. Their wing speeds are fast. They're not like a hummingbird, but these are small birds, and they flap them pretty flippin' quick. So maybe I'm not quite quick enough. Anyways, we'll get on the slideshow. Thanks for watching. See you later.